Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a little market update. So much is happening over the summer with the Federal Reserve and all the chatter that you hear on online and social media and TV news. I wanted to bring you a real update, really based on some economists and people that we truly follow that really typically have the right information. And here it is, guys. We're building for the future. And if you're a realtor or if you're a home buyer customer, you need to try to get your people out there today to win an offer, fight for it, and buy a house. I'm going to tell you that right now would be the best time to buy and actually save money. And I'll explain what I mean and how I'm going to get you there in the next few minutes. You know, the Fed is going to always overcorrect, as they always do. And I've got a lot of notes here that I'm going to share with you. They're really fresh off the press that I think will help make the argument for why now is the time to buy, even when other people think they're going to wait on other conditions to change. They're going to wait on rates to lower. They're going to wait on home prices to drop. I don't think that's going to be the wise thinking there. First of all, when the Fed overcorrects, as they always do in recessions, things change. Financial conditions are tightening. And disinflation is happening right now. And in past videos, I've told you that inflation is the enemy of interest rates. And we have 40-year high inflation that peaked last year in 2022 in June. We're now in June 2023, almost July, and we're already seeing that disinflation is starting to work. We're going to predict that 2 rate cuts will happen next year, not this year. But there are other people today that are actually predicting that the Fed is done. And I think they are almost done. Even though they're signaling they may cut rates or raise rates again, I'm not 100% sure that they will, even though they're out there saying they're going to in the future. Kind of interesting that the 10-year and the 2-year Treasury are at a 40-year place in history where the spread is minus 97 basis points, which the last time that happened was in 1980 when we had a big recession, hugely high interest rates, and immediately following that, rates began to drop. We're back there again. The difference today, you only have 2.9 months of inventory. That is a very extreme low place. Home builders and housing starts, however, are cranking up now. We are seeing new starts with new construction, the biggest increase in years, and this is what we need. Supply chain is cleaning up. The pandemic problems with builders having a hard time getting their supplies and materials is being basically cleaned up and finished now so that builders can get back on track. Much better projections for them, and this is good news. So again, get out there, get your clients in a home if you possibly can. There's a migration right now that's going on in the country. Lots of people are leaving the top 25 metro areas, especially the top 25 most expensive metro areas, and they're seeking out to move to places that are smaller, less congested, and less expensive. And we're seeing that in a big way right now. And here's the deal. Retirees, young families, they all need to buy. What we're going to see soon is still a supply and demand market, but what we're going to see in the next year or so, and beginning now, is that retirees who are on the verge of retiring, they're going to sell their house. Regardless of the interest rate, they're ready to downsize. They're not going to wait for all kinds of reasons. They want to move into something smaller and more affordable to them. And we've got a lot of young families out there that maybe are renting, living in apartments or in a small, they need that extra bedroom because their family is growing, they're having children. Just those 2 things alone will propel this market in the future. The economy is now making a turn, and people need to understand that the Fed is basically done. Rates will begin to drop, and supply will eventually increase. However, and another big thing that we have not seen since the baby boomers came onto our scene, a decade or decades ago, is that we've got a tidal wave of buyers coming in right now. The next 15 years, with the millennials leading the way, is going to be the largest demand for homes in the history of the United States. Previous to that, it was the baby boomers who were coming of age buying homes, and that was the largest we'd ever seen in history. The next 15 years, we will have a tidal wave of new buyers looking to buy a home, which is great for the industry, for real estate and lending. Just a few other things to bring up. In 2025, we're predicting that there will be 5.3 million homes projected to be sold. These are resale of existing homes. 5.3 million would make that the second largest purchase year in history, which again is why realtors, customers, get out there and fight to win a house now if you can. There are too many people who will need to sell and buy, and as rates begin to drop later this year and then through 2024, if you wait, you're going to be in part of a buying frenzy. Home prices will increase, guaranteed, as they always have after every recession. And yet we have so many people not in the market today because they're worried about an interest rate. An interest rate that probably will only stay with them for a year, maybe two at the most, and then they'll be able to refinance into something even better. But yet people are still pausing. They're pre-approved, they can afford it in their ratios, but they're not buying. Get them out there now, because if you wait, you're going to pay extremely more money in most markets for that same house you're looking at today, and you will save nothing when rates drop by waiting. So look, in summary, this market update is about rates will respond to a slowing economy. Supply issues still remain, no doubt. We are still in a seller's market, but it's not evenly distributed. In some parts of the country, you're going to have areas where supply is not that limited and other places where they are. The biggest buying wave of demand in history remains, and it is coming on the scene for the next 15 years. The forecast is increasing sales and lower rates, but waiting for the lower rate again will probably cost you more money in the price of the home, negating any savings in the interest rate. The industry will continue to right size. Unfortunately, you're going to see a lot of self-selection. Self-selection means realtors and lenders will be getting out of this market because they don't know how to sell in a higher interest rate market. They don't know the value proposition, which means you need to know who you're with. If you're a buyer, you need to make sure you're with an experienced professional realtor that knows the market area very well that you're looking to buy in. And the same thing for your lender. You need to be with a lender who has a team, who is able to navigate all this change, who has the experience and the right company behind them to get you through closing and work professionally with your realtor of choice. If you don't know who you're with, maybe be with someone who's getting ready to leave the market. And if you can buy this year, you will save money no matter what interest rate you buy today, because we're going to see the biggest tidal wave of buyers that you've ever seen. And you wait, you will be fighting for a higher price, multiple offers, to be immersed into a competitive situation that doesn't exist as strongly today. Best days in real estate are coming. The best time to save is right now in the summer of 2023. That's my update headed into July. I hope it helps. Give us a call and we can walk you through all the different ways we have to save you on new construction and to save you on existing home sales. We'll show you how we can do that. Until next time, we'll talk to you later. Team Chet Mortgage at CMG Financial.